This presentation is created to provide the listener an overview of the eTourism field, what kind of knowledge there exists in the field, and what are the principles of how tourism businesses operate in the eTourism field. This is part of the Information Technologies in Tourism Business course at the International Master's Degree Program at Tourism Marketing and Management. The goals of this presentation is, first of all, to create a framework for understanding what eTourism is as a concept, what kind of things, concepts are involved in the field. It's just not just information and communication technologies in tourism, but as you will see, it's much more than that. Then we will go through the knowledge and skills needed to succeed and understand this field. And these are the questions that you should be able to answer to when you have finished listening and learning this presentation. What kind of topics from the theoretical perspective are connected to eTourism? What are the most important concepts for tourism businesses in digital technology? And what other e-business concepts are connected to eTourism? Let's start first of all with blank slate. We will build first operational environment where all the tourism businesses, organizations and destinations work in, and also this is the whole like puzzle that the academics are trying to fit their pieces in. eTourism is connected to many different topics of science. We have knowledge and information coming from computer science, business studies, design, science, economic statistics, sociology, psychology, etc. So as tourism in general, also eTourism is definitely a field that gains knowledge from many different study topics and science areas. The theories that are connected to eTourism that help us to explain the phenomenon and especially that help businesses to succeed and thrive in this digital environment also come from many different fields of research. Some of them are more established in research literature. Some of them, like Gartner Hype Cycle, is mostly a practical tool, but nonetheless a theory of how technology is adopted and used at the society level. Technology acceptance model explains how individuals utilize and use technologies. Diffusion of innovation tells how innovation spread around and develop. Customer value is a central point in e-commerce and eTourism online business. Companies need to be able to provide customer value in its many forms. We have other innovation theories. We try to understand the tourist information search process, why they choose certain destinations. Laws of supply and demand have many great effects on, for example, pricing of tourism products in online environments. We try to create emotions online, tell stories, and so on and so on. There's so many different theories from many different fields adopted in eTourism. Understanding those theories help us to better design our services for customers and with customers. Then when we are talking about eTourism, we also have to include different technologies. And these are just a few of all those possible technologies that exist but these are very important and relevant for the eTourism field. For example, website and social media, of course, different kind of online booking and online distribution systems connected to the tourism field, blockchain, big data, artificial intelligence, machine learning, recommender systems, search engines, and all these other technological developments all affect how businesses operate, what they should do, what they can do in their business. Among all this, in center, are tourism businesses, destinations, and other organizations. Each one of those have their own values, mission, and vision, which form the strategy. Who are we going to serve? Who are we going to provide services for? Who are our customers? Why we are doing things we do? And setting the business goals. How does the tourism business or destination reach its goals on a 5-year, 3-year, 1 year, 1 month, 1 weekly basis? What technology is about supporting tourism businesses and destinations reaching their goals. It's up to the destinations, up to the businesses, how they use these technologies to reach their goals with as minimum effort as possible. Technology makes things easier, simpler, more efficient. Many studies have found that it has significant effect on, for example, tourism business competitiveness, destination competitiveness. Technology enables us to connect with people from all around the world, do things better than previously possible, even completely redo our processes, the way we work. But if we think about what kind of things businesses and destinations have to focus on, we can identify that there are some services that are that form the cornerstone of e-business, e-marketing, and main thing is, and I think that this is already quite established, is that a business has a website, and that business does content marketing on that website. It's also very useful for business to be able to sell its products to customers, to distribute it. Tourism offers many different distribution channels for businesses. They can sell them through many different middlemen, online travel agencies, tour operators, and so on. Of course, search engines are a critical part of any tourism business model, because people are using search engines to find products and services. Being visible on these engines is quite critical for businesses and destinations. Being there where their customers are. Social media, of course, is something that very few businesses can neglect anymore, because there's so many people on social media, 2.5 billion already on some of the most popular services. For example, Facebook has more than 1.5 billion users, I think, meaning that it creates a huge market opportunity, create possibilities to reach customers in a way that was never ever possible before. Then, of course, advertising. It's not enough if company has great websites, if no one finds them, if no one knows about that the company exists. And still, advertising, online buying of advertisement space is one possibility for companies to be visible for their customers. Then the tourism feed, for example, offers wide variety of free tools for tourism businesses to use. For example, they can add their information to Google Maps. They can claim their websites from the TripAdvisor and be able to respond and get information about reviews there, and so on. And of course, all of this marketing needs to be analyzed and managed by data. Everything we do online leaves some kind of trace in these information systems. Analytics, such as Google Analytics and Facebook Insights and all the other platforms, offers quite a lot of data about what is happening with our customers, with our content, with our marketing. Using this data helps us to build our business. And you should never forget the security. As more and more of our business is moving online, we also have to pay more and more attention to security details. We cannot afford our businesses to lose customers because the security measures were not enough. And all the businesses should have some kind of customer relationship management software. We have to collect information about our customers somewhere, understanding them, communicating with them. Even if it's just an Excel file, it does help a lot. And with everything, we have to remember that basically the mobile devices are starting to rule the world. Most of our time spent online daily is done on mobile devices. Mobile device use is still growing, and for example, Google and Facebook are valuing mobile content a lot. So whatever you do, remember that it has to be mobile. Then there are also other technologies that help businesses to reach their goals. It's an endless amount of different things that a company can do besides the core business technologies. We are talking now about big data a lot, virtual reality, augmented reality, marketing automation, and artificial intelligence. All of these things either help us to create customer value or increase our efficiency, how well the business operates. Having a correct mix of different technologies, using them to reach goals, is crucial for the success of a business or a tourism destination. Having all these core business technologies at use enable them to do and connect with their customers in an efficient way. That was it for this presentation. Hope that you now have some kind of understanding of the eTourism field in a general way and the best business practices regarding technology use in tourism. Thank you for listening.